Got some bees in here, which is really good. So this is going to be my garden tour here. So I have a lot of Japanese beetles that like to live in here as well, and I was trying to kill them with chemicals, and I realized I needed to stop doing that. So I just manually remove them now. Look at that bee. There, that's what I want. These pots have really exploded. I've actually only fertilized them 2 times all season, and they're just gorgeous. I've got one over here as well. It's a beautiful morning. I've got the caladium leaves that I put in here. And this is pretty much all from Costco. Everything in this pot I got from Costco, except for the caladiums. And then I've got my morning glories. They're doing okay. Not the best, but I'm going to get better and better at those every year. This here is about ready to bloom again. I don't know why the leaves are turning and why it doesn't have any blooms, but about a month and a half ago it was covered in blooms. It was really nice. And now this year, my fern is just a big dud. I mean, it's hardly any new growth. I don't know what I did different. Back here, I put some mandevillias in the ground, hoping that they would climb this trellis, and they did not. And I just kind of left them. They didn't die. They're still flowering, but I think they're competing maybe with too much grass on the ground. I need to clear it out. There's my elephant ear right here. I won't do that again. I don't think they're getting enough water. And then down here I've got my raspberries, and I did a bunch of gladiolas, and then dahlias. And then those are my sedums, and I've got August Moon, and I think that's Queen Josephine in a pot. Sunpower is getting a little too much sun, I think, there. All right, now from this side here, my honey bells. So my New Guinea, I moved it to more sun, and it's flowering, but that needs a little more sun. This is my cordyline. I killed that, and it's coming back really nice. My palms, I cannot get to grow. They're just existing back here. I think they need more sunlight. I'm not sure. And then I realized that all of these need more drainage. So I need to put more drainage in all of these pots here. And these have no drainage, so some of these are dying. I let them get a little too wet. So I bought this diamond tip bit to do drainage in these pots. And then I love this back here. I still have yet to trim those bushes this year, but I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this back here for next year. All right. Oh, yeah, look at my canna. It's taller than me. Once I repotted it, it just went nuts. Look at that thing. I put it in a bigger pot. It still probably wants a bigger pot. So its sister is right out there. I bought those together, and that's not quite as tall, but it's way thicker because it's been able to spread into the ground. So there's some gladiolas coming in. I love this. I cut them off whenever they come out, so I put them in vases. That's about ready to explode. And this has just been getting ravaged by beetles. Every day I come down here and I knock several off. And then, of course, Chad's oaks. He's growing here. He's got his oaks. I don't even know what they are, but he does, obviously. And then I got this fountain that leaks. There's the top to it. I don't know if I'm going to fix it or just turn it into a planter. All right, so now I'm back to the garden here. So I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to leave dirt down, or if I'm going to do something like a mulch. I don't know. I know mulch attracts slugs, but I feel like I don't know if I could possibly have any more slugs than I already do. I love that little pop of color there. I'm going to do more impatiens. We just weeded last weekend, and it really needs to be weeded again. Everything's looking good. Growing really well. Some of it is, some of it isn't. Fragrant bouquet. I love that one. And there's where the boys are. Gold standard. And look at the slugs. I pretty much let them win. I put Sluggo down 3 times. I've had tins of beer. I've done everything. Coffee grounds, eggshells, I've done it all. Yeah, these are just, I mean, look at, I just can't even believe how bad the slugs are. These are my transplants that I got for free that I just kind of, I tried, but the slugs won. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this next year. I don't quite know yet. Look at that elephant ear. Isn't that gorgeous? It's so big. My Corsa Regal let off a lot of scapes, and it's like it's taking energy from the plant. No, there's a butterfly in my garden. Yay! Oh, don't go away. Come back. Well, that's what this is here for. So the beetles, oh, look at the monarch. So cool. So cool. This is why I planted this garden right here. This is for you, monarch. I do not put any bug killer in here or anything. I don't use any weed killer on my garden. I manually weed. I just want nature to have its shot. So this is all going to be redesigned next year. And look at my canna. It just got ravaged by beetles, and I'm sure they're all over it right now too. And I call this my nursery. This is where I put stuff I don't really know what to do with. And then Chad just opened up that area for me right there. Oh, and look. I'll take a look at the garden from this way. So next year, I'm creating a path right here. So I'm going to take out all these and move them around. Lots of work to do next spring. Lots of moving around I'm going to be doing. I got a garden troll. My first one. Isn't he cute? Alright, and then we've got our little area back here. I honestly have not spent enough time back here, mainly because of the bugs. So hopefully when it cools off and the bugs are better, I'll be back here more. Yeah, the garden looks great. So this area here, I'm going to make sure there's good soil in here. This is a lot of shade during the day, believe it or not. That's more sunny than this because this shades so much of it up here. There's another elephant ear. I kind of went nuts on the elephant ears. I like them. They just add such a beautiful tropical look to the garden. All right, well, thank you for watching my garden tour. And there's little baby Jojo.